I want to make a video on changing the rear axle seals inside the axle of a Mopar 8 3/4. This one's a Sure Grip 8 3/4. Getting that seal out is actually pretty easy, but if you've never done it before or seen it done, it may seem a little intimidating. This side is already done. This is the side that was leaking on me, and I did this side first before I decided to make the video, but I'll show you how to get the seal out of the other side. There's a few different ways. When the seal leaks, it gets grease all over everything in here, and cleaning it up is very important. Get all that old grease out, but do not reuse your old shoes. People try to bake the grease out of them, clean them up, sand them. Just does not work well. They never grip well again after that. These are the old shoes right here, and you can see the grease on them is kind of into the pad material. This is the pair from the other side. These are perfectly good shoes, reusable, but they come in pairs, so I'm replacing both sides. I'm also replacing the other axle seal because I don't want it to let go in the next year and ruin another pair of shoes. So if one side is gone, the other side's probably going to go shortly thereafter. So get it all done while I'm doing it. That's my idea here. So I'm going to go to the other side and show you how I do this. There are a couple different ways. I've seen guys take both axles out and then get a long pole or piece of wood or something and stick it all the way through the axle and try to pop it out the other side. Good luck with that. I've also seen where you can take a screwdriver and try to push the seal in and get it to cock a little bit and then reach in and pull it out. If it's bottomed out in there, that's not going to work so well. You'll fight that all day long. My idea is using a pipe wrench, and this is a 10-inch pipe wrench. You probably have one of these at home, or if not, you can borrow one. But if you're like me, you probably have an assortment of tools for all different kind of jobs around the house. And get the light here where you can see it. And I'm going to show you how to do this using a pipe wrench. Here we go. Take the jaw off. Slide the jaw in there. It won't go in with this together, so that's why you got to take it off. And then reassemble the pipe wrench. You're going to use the pipe wrench to pull that seal out from the backside. And it works amazingly well. Once you get this in there, get a long screwdriver or something to pry with. Get a good grip on the back with that jaw and just start pulling. Work your way around. And it's already starting to move. Tighten the jaw up a little bit so you get a good grip on it. And just keep working it and it will come out. Just be careful with the jaw in there that you don't scar up the mating surface that the new seal is going to seat against. There it is. It's out. It's easy. It doesn't take long at all. No pounding, cussing. It works pretty well. Now inside there, that's all got to be cleaned up, which, you know, you can probably see inside there. It's kind of nasty a little bit, but clean that all up. Get the old sealant out of there. Give it a good look over. And I also made a tool to press the new seal in. You can see in the back there where if it's seated up against this ridge, you can get it to push out, you know, and just cock that seal over and then pull it out. But sometimes you'll fight that all day. But I'm going to just use that same old seal and show you the tool I made to press the new one in. I'm going to wipe this out just a little bit. I'm just going to use the old seal and show you how to press it back in. Actually, that seal's not going back in. I have a new one, but made this tool. Just some PVC fittings, you know, $5-10 from the hardware store. Put it together and get it in there. Actually, with a new seal, but tap it in. And that seal will come out easy now that it's been out once. But that's how you press it in. You know, just seat it back in there. Also, take a rule of some kind, which it's on the other side. But you can measure the depth of the old seal before you pull it out. And when you put the new one back in, set it to the same depth. Now on your, this is something important too, on your axle, look on the axle for the wear mark where the old seal was riding. And if there's a groove there, the new seal is, if it's sitting in the same spot, it may not seal up very well. So don't drive it quite as far in. Just use your measuring tool to, make sure your seal is in there square, and leave it set out just a little bit so it seals up against a new spot on the axle. And you won't have any leaks. That grease has to be cleaned out and re-lubricated. And pack that chamber with some fresh grease. Hope this helps. See you later.